Welcome back to the Scorpio channel. My name is Laura. If you're new to the channel, I'm going to do a general message for Scorpio. Know that energy is fluid. Roles could be reversed. Interpret the message as it best resonates with you. Also know on this channel and all my channels, I like to dive deep within the reading. So I do look at everything, but we take more time to look at the spiritual blocks, the shadows, and see how they play as karmic themes to help you understand why you're attracting who you're attracting, why everything's playing out the way that it is, why your person's doing what they're doing, and how you can shape shift the energy. Shape shifting the energy doesn't all the time mean that you get what you want. If meaning that this person all of a sudden comes back as your perfect partner, or the person that you're tapped into, all of a sudden like shows a changed behavior. The only way that you will ever see a person change their behavior is when you change, but you don't always see the change that you want, is what I'm saying. However, you do avoid negative karmic consequences, which is even more important because, a lot of times we enter into a karmic relationship where we're so head over heels for the person, but over time they keep betraying and abandoning and, doing things that sabotage the connection. So you don't have the same feeling, but you still have an energetic connection. And now there's also the trauma of what that person, you know, uh, created within you because of how they treated you, how they gaslighted, how they manipulated. So to heal, we want to be able to understand these elements. Okay. That's why we do it. But do I look and see what your person's going to do? Of course, because we also want to know that. But we focus on the healing. All right. Now, if you want to enter into winning free reading with me, you got to like the video, subscribe to the channel, write the word of the video in your comment bar. The word of the video is always on the first card that I pull out is the underlining energy that tells us why everyone's doing what they're doing. A lot of times I've been pulling two cards because sometimes I just feel like the themes are like it's always the same type of theme, and betrayal often looks that way, right? I mean, how many times when we get into a relationship, do we see the same habits and behaviorisms when a person's on a lower vibration? All right. Anything of any importance or relevance to the channel, also you'll find in the description box, including the word of the video in case you forget it, because half the time I forget it and I have to roll back the video, which is a real pain in the ass. So you'll just have to go to the description box. Also, my coaching link is in there. So if you're someone that's in need of shadow healing and you want to get on your soul's path, your life's purpose, find out your life's purpose, I do Akashic record readings along with the shadow healing coaching and healing modalities. So it's a really all-inclusive coaching program. It's no joke. It's fun and it's interactive. And if you're someone that really doesn't want to go that in depth, you can definitely sign up for my Patreon for $100 a month, where I upload all different kinds of information, and we do major healing in that group. All right. Let's see, all different types of healing, CBT healing, cognitive therapy. Also, if you're someone that suffers from anxiety, that we do breath work, tapping, with all different types of healing modalities. I should say that's what it's designed for. I had a group at which I closed down. It was an in-person group, and I'm moving everyone over to the Patreon. So it's brand spanking new, but it's worth it. And as soon as I get regulars on it, I'm going to be on it even more. All right. The word of the video is light, 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 light. That's very positive energy. And I feel like that's where you are right now. You are again in the light. All eyes are on you too. That's what I feel like. I feel like all eyes are on you because, again, when you're in the light, it means that you're happy. It means that you're, again, feel abundant. It means that you're just, again, means that you've done a lot of healing. It means that you've also let go of any lingering resentments or any person that has been in your life that has blocked that you're in light and powerless. Well, the more that you go into this light, and that's again, I feel like you are on your soul's path. You are, again, hanging out with people that are on a high vibration. So they're actually reflecting back at you, you know, how to live properly, how to live in balance, how to show up for yourself. And because they, again, are people that I feel like really have invested time into who they are, that they don't waste their time on people that bring them down to a low vibration. They focus on creating the environment that they want to, again, be a part of. So the light is a lot more than just, oh, I see your light. No, you're making things happen. It means that you're healing. It means that all eyes are on you because you're not affected by, again, the fact that you're transforming. And I feel like it's the connection that you have with someone, the person feels powerless. They feel like they can't do anything. But understand part of that is also because they had spiritual blocks before they got into their situation, before they met you. Their circumstances that they're in right now are from the ways that they lived, right? The behaviorisms, the thoughts that they thought, the behaviorisms that they had got them to a place where they feel powerless. Again, where here you're in the light, this is much different energy. And this person feels powerless because it's almost like they feel like they can't do anything. So they're obsessed. And they're obsessed thinking about the nostalgia, seeing really how perfect you were. So they're really angry with themselves. And so this person stayed disassociated from for a really long time. So they didn't look at the betrayal that they did, because they stayed, again, they have other attachments that had kept them preoccupied. So they didn't think about it. So again, I don't think that this person, I feel like this person just really sees you leaving them behind. They never thought of that. And I don't know why they didn't think that that was going to happen when a person doesn't give any energy and they betray. I feel like this person thought that you would be hurt by the way that they did. Now let's see what they did, because it's like, okay, you're in the light and they're in the dark. It's again, you got emotionally exhausted from dealing with this person because they played a lot of games. Um, it's like they came into your life almost like, hey, out of a bad relationship where they got burned. And so because they got burned before, they created a lot of walls, and they did a lot of things to sabotage the connection because they weren't emotionally transparent. I believe that they were dating a lot of people. This person was in a very low energy because they were burned. And so it was hard for them to, actually be in a relationship because, again, of all the betrayal. However, it's like this person still had a lot of chemistry. They have felt a connection towards you. So it's like they wanted to be in the relationship the way that they wanted to be in the relationship. And this person did a lot of things to you that they would always, like, instead of asking for forgiveness, they didn't do that. What they would do is they would detach, they would disassociate, they would, again, give time to other things, almost thinking that the time apart, almost like as if they were punishing you because you would say, hey, like, you're not really treating me right. You're not giving me anything just because you've been hurt before. You're emotionally draining. It's again because you want me attached, but you don't want to give me anything. And the only way to keep me attached is to create drama. But that's only going to happen if I'm in a low vibration. And I think on some level, you realized that not that you said, I'm on a low vibration, but that you could be giving your time to other things, that there were other options out there, not just this person, especially if they're not going to forgive. They're not going to forgive, but then there's somebody that, just expects you to forgive them. They'll come back and they'll do something for you, but they're not going to utter the words forgiveness. And it's again, like, it's a respect thing. It's almost where this person is too superior, but they're not superior. It's like what we see is by their actions, they're not superior. Again, they withdraw it, and that's what I said. And it triggered you because you're like, okay, like you do something wrong to me, and instead of you trying to fix it, you withdraw. Yeah, they detach and they have other attachments to keep them occupied. So they don't really have to look at what they do. That's why you had the awakening of saying, well, why am I going to keep giving my energy to a person that doesn't care how they treat me? They want to dominate me. They want to dominate me. And then it's again, if you're talking to other people, you're cheating. There's no, like, even if this person wasn't giving you a commitment, they were acting as if they did. See, they were giving you a lot of mixed messages. They were weaving in and out of your life. Again, the substances, like I said, the codependency, they checked out the low vibration. Remember, this person's in a place of feeling powerless because, hey, well, that means they're not doing anything. It means that they're detached. That means that they're disassociated. So they didn't have to look at how they treated you. And when I say cheated, it was with people that were on such a low vibration that didn't really, they didn't have to do anything for. Here for a good time, not a long time. People are on that low vibration, but you know, just because they're screwing with people on a low vibration, those people on a low vibration still want, and the only thing is that they think that that whoever they're with, like, I'm going to give you like sex and you're going to give me something in return. So they're always expecting something in return. And it actually contributes to their negative karma because then this person bows out, they withdraw because they don't really want to be in a connection with those people. They were just getting their needs met and they create a lot of drama there. So their life is a product of their behaviors. And so, like, again, these insignificant connections and then not again working with you, building with you, creating a life with you. No, they're wasting their time. They're not, like, again, they could have been. No, but this person was again letting their addictive behaviors, their behaviorisms that were really led by their emotions and their feelings of feeling powerless. Well, again, this is why cheating and substances. So after a while, there is nothing. What is there? How do we create our life through the time, energy, focus, money that we put towards something? Is how much heart we put into something. It's whether we show up for ourselves. This person doesn't show up for themselves. They're living from the lowest of low energy so that they can stay detached. And it's their way of also dominating people because it's like, hey, like they're not going to give in emotionally. So it creates a lot of resentment because, hey, they're avoiding, they withdraw. And that's what they did to you. But so it's almost like they do it with everyone. They purposely make people feel forgotten about. They purposely do that. That's the problem with this person. It's like, it's all about them being unfair. It's all about a one-sided connection where they want the illusion. They create the illusion like they want a relationship, but they don't because they're not accountable. And all you know is it's the same thing. It's just the same thing that keeps happening over and over and over again. That you gave this person enough time to fix it, you explain to them enough. But it's again, you can't explain to someone that's going to withdraw and suppress their feelings and their emotions and just run to somebody else that is going to make them feel good, that's going to feed their ego. But again, it wants something in return. They're not smart. They don't see that. Again, they're on a low vibration. They're looking for something. Well, again, unconditional love, there is no ownership, there is no expectation. It's an equal give and take reciprocity. This person comes in, they lie, they're like a snake, and they're with people that are like snakes that say, oh, well, you're with me, but you have a good job, you have money, you have this, you can do, what are you going to do for me? This person then avoids that. And then it creates a lot of drama because then they're never with you in a relationship. They're always looking over their shoulder. They always have their phone near because, again, people are going to blow up their phone. People didn't, they got tricked. No one wants to feel like they get tricked. So you're never really in a relationship with this person. It's because this person creates so much drama. So we have to see again, what are they going to do? Not that it's important or what they feel, because this person could really have feelings for you, or they also could know exactly what the hell that they're doing, understand that. And if they know exactly what they're doing, well, then for a fact that you shouldn't give any time or attention to this person at all, and which I feel like you're not because you weren't willing to conform. This person conforms to whatever the environment is. It's like because they feel powerless. Why did they feel powerless? I feel like they cheated with someone that they didn't really want to be with. And now they're stuck in a situation that they don't really want to be in, like I said. So they're conforming. And it's one where they can give the illusion like they're actually the authority but they're not. It's like it's because of this person's impulsiveness, which again, addictive behavior is very impulsive. When this person gets triggered and they withdraw, it's not like they don't cheat with the person that they're with because they just run to somebody else. So this person runs from one person to another person to another person. And here you are, you're in this light because you saw all of this at play. Really. I mean, you saw this person's old habits, but you also resonated with them again and knew you had a lot in common with, again, these karmic patterns that come from your parents, ancestral, which addictive behavior, avoidant behavior, withdrawal, you emotionally not getting what you needed. It's all brought up your childhood trauma, but you saw that and you saw like again that you weren't afraid that to be rejected. This person has a fear of rejection. You might have felt rejected from your parents, but you had done enough work on yourself to be able to see that being with this person, that this person has a lot of burdens from the way that they live. They don't show up for themselves. They get into bad relationships. They're a chameleon. They mold to their environment to just get by. And then once they get done with that, they leave and they run to somebody else. This person doesn't have an identity. What they do is they just keep accumulating karma, and that's a lot of burdens. And you saw that because, again, they're impulsive. There's someone that gets triggered again, and they need that dopamine hit. They feel bad about themselves. Any person that feels empty, that doesn't feel like they have a purpose, that doesn't know why, that lives from that level of consciousness, well, again, it's all about drama. It's all about the ego. It's all about survival. It means that this person needs a ton of healing. Again, and what you saw is, again, they're in a karmic contract now, but that could have been you in a karmic contract with them, because that's what it is. It's like this person wanted to be with you, but I feel like they thought that if they were with you, it would have been like an easier thing. What the situation that they're in, they're miserable, they feel powerless. And it's because the person that settled for them, again, settled for nothing, pretty much, is knows that they don't really want to be there, and they have a lot of anxiety, and they're like, no, you're gonna pay this part of the debt, meaning like, yeah, I was with you, you told me a bunch of lies, but I bought it, and here you are, and it's like you're living off me, you're eating my food, you're doing whatever, because you don't have an identity, you don't have anything. So it's like you owe me your life. So this person feels powerless. You're not in that energy. You saw that. You were like, no, you can keep it there. I'm not entering a karmic contract, because I know exactly what that looks like. I know exactly what that looks like. And it's because, again, where you came from. I'm looking for this card, where you came from. But this person also grew up in that. They didn't learn. That's the difference. You've done work, this person didn't. At one time, your energy matched because you were giving this person more time. And that could have been even just thinking about them or ruminating on how they were treating you. Spirit says it doesn't matter how you were thinking about them. It's that you were giving that person more time than creating yourself. That's, again, and what you said is that you didn't want to stay in a place of lack. Being with this person is all about lack. It's, again, this person does what they do because they think that they're not enough, they're not good enough. They don't, again, they have trauma. And so, again, the karma is that they feel powerless. Why? Well, there's a lack of money, because there's a lack of identity. Because, again, you were stuck in cheating and in your addictions and living from such a low vibration. Instead of creating yourself, that's when you detached. Because you said, well, I don't want to be in a place of lack. I'm not going to be manipulated into that. It's, again, no, because you saw that this person has like major addictions. So they, of course, they have money problems, and that's really what it is. So, this person, it's just easier for them to stay in a place of victimization, because they have a fear of change. So, that's really the issue. I mean, that this is where this person is. This is why your energy is what it is. We have to say again, why did you attract this person into your life? Even though I think that spirit already covered that, we're going to go a little bit deeper and just pull some inner child cards to see if you got any gifts. Because it's like, well, I learned the lesson, but again, what came of it? And so spirit will say, well, again, laughter. Again, you connected with people, different people, brought more joy into your life. Again, maybe you grew up and there wasn't that as much laughter. You get to live your truth. Spirit says, again, maybe you weren't allowed to live your truth. You're someone that had to tone it down a little bit. You had to, again, mold to the environment. Again, or I feel like you were somebody that was always an empath and always spoke your truth. It was about learning about self-love, giving yourself that self-love, because there was abuse. Okay, so there was abuse, and so you couldn't live your truth at one time, and there was a lack of laughter. So connecting to different people through giving this person less time and through creating yourself more, you connected to different people. That's living your truth. It's, again, and people that you trust to be vulnerable with, that they're vulnerable with you. So they're real relationships, deep relationships. Again, to be able to use your voice. And again, in all this empty space, the spirit says, yeah, because there was abuse and you did need to learn self-love, you know, um, live your truth, create in that space again, and connected you to different people through your voice. Again, that brought laughter, that brought joy, that brought happiness. So you get to see a different version of yourself. succeeding. This is a part of that's what's contributing to the high vibration that you're in. It's again that you created the environment. It wasn't, it's that you were mindful about that. So you set yourself up for success by being in alignment with the laws of God, the laws of love, the laws of nature, and the laws of the universe, which are all the same thing. By investing in yourself. And Spirit says again, you're on your own path. It's the road less traveled because again, you're becoming yourself. Most people go to school and they're geared, they're taught. So you're maybe somebody that's an influencer. You might be someone that's a spiritualist. You might be someone that again just works for yourself. You're an entrepreneur. So you're on your own path. You're not following, you're not doing what everyone else does. And Spirit says again, as you created the sacred space. So again, that you were cleansing your time self of those past experiences, which is what this person essentially brought up. Again, what comes up again is about loving yourself. You learned how to love yourself, which is beautiful. And you know why? Because that's when you're going to be abundant. That's when you're going to be able to really make things happen in your life. That's when you're really going to transform again to create the things in your life. So understand this person was just a stepping stone to help you transform, Spirit's saying. And that transformation is again through loving yourself, choosing you, and really so that you could go on your path. Again, and that path is, again, creating yourself, becoming yourself. It's your contribution to humanity. It's your job, okay? We'll say it's your job, but it's not just a job. That's why you're on a path that no one normally takes. That's why you're on the right path, even though it's not traveled that much, is what Spirit's saying, because most people don't live their truth, don't live authentically. You lived your truth. It's like, and you stood by that. So it's like you earned this, is what Spirit's saying. That's why you're in the light. That's why there's going to be good things that happen for you. That's why this person is going to see it. It's again, it's their karma. It's that they're watching it and they're feeling powerless. It's again because they didn't do right by themselves. And Spirit says, now it's about transmutation. And the transmutation means that you embody the new consciousness. That's how you become a different person. That's how you get to see yourself differently. That's how God changes your mind and your heart through the act of creation. Where Spirit says, know that you have the power to direct your life, which is exactly what you did, with a constructive attitude and create what is best for your own soul. Firmly believe that you can transform and improve your inner and outer worlds by turning every thought into an affirmation and action. Act in the image of God and bring light into your life. Now, is that the perfect ending for this reading? Because what Spirit's saying is now the transmutation process is to create, to become more of yourself, to be like childlike, to connect again intimately with other people through the things that you love, through the passions of life, so you can see yourself differently, so you can feel a different way of being. It's again, and that is how you direct your life. And that's really how you see the goodness in you and how you overcome your imperfections and polish your character, like I said, because the universe is helping you through the co-creation process of creation, whatever that creation may be, whatever you decide to birth. To birth is to manifest, is to transform your internal as well as your external. That's why this person sees the light. That's why all eyes are on you, because again, you're in alignment, and that's the way that the Creator wants. The Creator wants all eyes to be on you because again, God wants to display his glory. It wants to change perceptions of those people that doubted you, that treated you badly, that again, to again display its glory, to teach, to heal, to use you as a conduit, to for the word, to teach, like I said, how life could really be, how you can create your heaven on earth. I'm going to leave that there. You let me know how you resonated with this one, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.